this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So, Nicki Minaj called out paid blogs, and unfortunately, Normani allegedly is getting called out for shading Nicki, okay? Now, the Artist Power Index has came out, and it is the weekly ranking of the most popular artists worldwide based on ticket sales, streaming, airplay, and social performance. Nicki Minaj is at number 1, okay? Champagne Thickums at number 2. Bad Bunny 3, Olivia 4, Karol G 5, the Queen of Pop at 6, SZA, Morgan Wallen, The Races, Luke Combs, and Benson Boone. Now, I was very shocked actually to see that Megan R. Kelly and Gorilla Glue were not on this list, because I thought it was reported that their tour was like 95% sold out, or almost sold out. And then where is Doja Cat? Doja Cat should definitely be on the list. She just went on tour, so that was very interesting. But Nicki responded and said, the number 1 tour in the country at the moment. Let me go pay for some press release on these blogs. Yikes. Blessed and high-key favored. Yep, I said high-key. So grateful for the incredible people who have believed in me from over a decade. We are making history together. Love you. Okay, so she's calling out the blogs that are not really talking about her tour as much, or not talking about how she's selling out her tour. But I feel like I see a lot of blogs talking about it. Maybe not the white blogs, but I definitely see the Shade Room and, Neighborhood Talk. They definitely do post about it. But unfortunately, Nicki Minaj doesn't have the pay and blog budget, from Republic. That usually goes to like Botch and Bidder and Megan Thee Stallion, where they have the budget to pay the blogs. Unfortunately, Nicki Minaj doesn't need it. But she definitely don't have it in her budget with Republic. They barely give her a push. So they not going to pay the blogs for her. Okay, so, she definitely would have to come out of pocket for that. But I know she was probably being sarcastic. Now, with that being said, though, Normani did a recent interview for her new single, 159. And unfortunately, a lot of fans feel like she was shaded Nicki Minaj because they asked her to name 7 people she worked with, 7 collaborations, and she did not mention Nicki, okay?
Name 7 other artists you've collaborated with. So Ari, that was for the Charlie's Angels soundtrack. Sam Smith, my love. Calvin Harris. Tinashe, let's see, Cardi. My good sis. I'm literally trying to think of my songs, y'all. Megan for Birds of Prey, and I need one more. Offset.
Now, it could be just my memory, but wasn't Queen Ari and Nicki and Normani on the same song? That's very interesting. But Normani did cut ties with Nicki Minaj. I think it was in 2021 because Nicki Minaj did not promote her Wild Side collaboration. That's why they fell out. And then, Normani and Nicki unfollowed each other. Okay. Now, obviously, she didn't promote it because Botch and Bidder was on it. But, Normani thought because they were so cool and Nicki stuck up for her at the Video Music Awards, that she would put her differences aside with Botch and Bidder to promote her Wild Side song. So let me know who's in the wrong, who's in the right. Maybe she actually forgot, but I don't think she forgot. I think she just didn't want to say Nicki's name. Oh, well. Now, Doja the Demon goes off on her fans yet again. I mean, goodness gracious. She said, IDK, why the F you think this is? But I don't make music for children. So leave your kids at home, mother effer. I'm rapping about CUM. Why are you bringing your offspring to my show? Rapping about eating D and pissing on his V-cut. Leave your mistake at home. Goodness gracious. When Doja Cat goes off like this, I never know who she's talking about because at the end of the day, you're not even on tour. You just performed at Flopchella, no shade, and you did a wonderful job. I watched your Flopchella performance and you killed it. But are children allowed at Flopchella? I thought you had to be at least 18 or older to go to Flopchella. And you're currently not on tour. What performances are you talking about? And who are you going off on? Like, nobody was even talking about children being at your show. I sometimes think that Doja Cat be going off just to get on the blogs. Because that literally made no sense. Okay? But she's right. Kids should not be going to a Doja Cat show. Okay? She's always naked, like, on stage. Like, she barely wore any clothes when she performed at Flopchella. Okay? And even her new Instagram post, I'm like, goodness gracious, is Doja Cat turning into the other bald-head scallywag Amber Rose? Is she trying to be a sex symbol again? Why is she naked all of a sudden? I was like, goodness gracious, she just posted basically a bunch of naked pictures. But with that being said, she is right. I just don't feel like she needs to be going off. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, moving on to Botch and Bidder. Botch and Bidder's legal team has allegedly discovered Tasha K's hidden trust in Africa. Yikes. It has been revealed by Dennis Byron, who is a reporter, that Botch and Bidder relentlessly pursued justice, revealing that the rapper has invested $1.3 million in uncovering Tasha's financial misdeeds. Through meticulous investigation, Botch and Bidder's legal team has located Tasha's accountant, who ultimately divulged critical information after facing the prospect of legal repercussions. Damn! So basically, somebody that was working for Tasha, her accountant in Africa, snitched on her, okay, and gave Botch and Bidder's lawyer the information. So Botch and Bidder is trying to get her $4 million to pay Titanic Records. I think that's why she really after the $4 million. I think that she's in the red with Titanic Records. And I think that that's why she's really after the $4 million. Because think about it. You spent $1.3 million to get information on where Tasha K is hiding money. That's not even including the lawyer fees. So you're not even really recouping anything because you got to pay your lawyers, Titanic, the people that conducted the investigation to find Tasha K's hidden accounts. I mean, you're technically in the red. It's going to cost you $4 million to get the $4 million. You're wasting your time. But when you owe Titanic money, you'll do anything. Okay? And I don't even think she probably paid that herself. Titanic probably gave her the loan for the $1.3 million. I don't think that she fully paid the investigators, because wasn't she getting sued for owing rent? She didn't even make her rent payments a few months ago, so I definitely don't think she paid the $1.3 million. She took a loan out to investigate Tasha K. She probably got to pay that back. And then remember, Titanic paid $2 million for the Bozos music video that flopped. So she definitely in the red. So I can see why she want her money from Tasha K, but it's going to end up costing you more to get the money. Okay? Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Allegedly, Camel Face ain't too happy with Megan. Now, as we know, Megan is being sued by her former cameraman, who basically said that he was, abused, emotionally by Megan Thee Stallion, and he was forced to watch her have sex with a woman in a car overseas, and he wants, payment for wages that he did not receive. Okay? And Camel Face feels like this is a bad look for Devil Nation, especially when, a lot of people are coming out about, Diddy and Carisha, and allegedly he don't want, people to start digging up information on him. Even though I think, Camel Face has more power than Meghan R. Kelly, it is costing Devil Nation because she is using their lawyer. She's using Alex, I think, Sparrow, who works for Devil Nation. So it is going to cost Devil Nation to clean this up. Okay? I think that she should just give the cameraman, $100,000, not anything in the millions, but $100,000 and force him to sign an NDA so he won't talk. Then, everything is kind of brushed under the rug. Now, moving on from that, Normani talks about Queen B in her newest interview for whatever reason, even though Queen B's been sabotaging your whole career. But that's neither here nor there. But Normani, talked about the impact of Black women in music. She said, I have to bring up Queen B. A Black woman in music taking over country space is revolutionary. Those are the types of things that I set out to do. Wait, Normani wants to do country? Now, no shade to Normani, but you can barely do R&B and pop, okay? You have a hard time releasing music, and I don't know if you can do country, no shade. But, okay, we'll see. She said, now you have country artists who look like us coming out and just being like, we've always been here. I think that's educational and not only for music lovers, but also for the Black community. We pioneered a lot that we don't get recognition for. I think that it's just really cool being able to witness Queen B be fearless and do something that is much bigger than herself. That honestly is what I want to see more in every single space of music industry because we deserve that. I also want to see Black women not have to fight so hard. It's exhausting. We're just as brilliant. We have amazing ideas and our resilience. Well, I do agree with the message. I definitely think Queen B, set the tone when it comes to, thinking outside the box and making Black women and the Black community be recognized for country. That's one of the reasons why I feel like her country album deserves Album of the Year. Okay, so I do agree with the message. But I just feel like hopefully Normani doesn't think that she can do country. I don't know about that. Maybe she's talking about a different genre. I can see her doing, pop, R&B, but country, I don't know about that. So maybe she was just wishfully thinking. Moving on from that, Messy Sloppy Joe calls out Nicki Minaj and Queen B, basically saying that they influence rappers to wear dresses and paint their nails? Interesting. Let me know how you feel about this.
I don't think are gay, but they painting their nails or they walking with Birkin bags, It feels like it's been a new trend, a new swag, a new style. Paint your nails, use a bag, wear a dress, this, right? And a million of them by now done wore, the toughest one, my man's on Rico. Young Thug was wearing the skirts and this and this and that. These are the toughest. So it's safe to say it's a fad, it's a trend. And guys are like, yo, I'm going to get more, I'm going to go viral. I'm going to sell more. Historically, the people who sold the most, let's just keep it a buck. Your Nicki Minaj, I went to Beyonce's concert, which was a lot of fun. I had the best time of my life in there in the Renaissance, but it's a lot of, and so that's what's going on? They saying, yo, the LGBT really supports you, so we got to act like that?
So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, he mentioned Nicki. She's still the reigning queen of rap. She has a lot of fans in the gay community. Is she influencing rappers to wear dresses and paint their nails? Okay. Now, when Nicki was dating Rainforest, I thought he was, her gay stylist. No shade. And then Meek did get exposed for opening up his booty hole for Diddy. So, I don't know. But Meek don't paint his nails. But he'll be opening up that booty hole from them billionaires, okay? I definitely feel like Nicki has influence on the gay community and definitely in hip-hop and rap. But I don't think that male rappers are painting their nails because they see that Nicki Minaj is selling a lot of records. I do think it is to go viral and appeal to the gay community, but I don't think Nicki's influencing that though. And as for Queen B, she just panders to the gay community. Like Renaissance era, she was pandering to the gay community because she needed all the support she can get, because she don't have as much of a fan base as the chart obsessed racist or Adele. So that's why she had to pander to the gay community. Nicki Minaj don't have to do that. No shade. Now, donkey of the day is going to Walmart Beyonce. Walmart Beyonce posted in a wig and basically a see-through outfit trying to get trending the same day Normani dropped her song Domain. Okay? I know what she was trying to do. I tell y'all all the time, Chloe and Normani aren't friends. Walmart Beyonce, to me, comes off a little bit jealous of Normani. She has a history of, when Normani says she's going to release something, then Walmart Beyonce drops and flops. Like, what's the point? I get it. Queen B and Parkwood Entertainment are telling you to drop, to sabotage Normani. I know how the plan goes. But at the end of the day, you're still flopping out here in the streets. No shade. You still are. The wig is not going to help it. You posted naked or in a see-through outfit ain't going to help it. You're just always going to flop because nobody really relates to your music. And I just honestly think you should hang it up and take the Zendaya route, okay? And basically, stick to acting. The music ain't selling and the general public don't care, okay? No shade. Now, fans are also calling out Nicki Minaj for allegedly shading JT. Nicki Minaj tweeted, "Just won some of my sneakers, thanks boo. Sold out Minaj or sold out garage sale. Who wanna play?" Okay, so she replied to a fan and said that, and fans are feeling like she was shading JT because remember Glorilla had called JT's shows, I think it was a cookout or picnic or something like that. And so fans are calling out Nicki Minaj and JT saying, "You was mad as F. Glow called your bookings a backyard barbecue. You're a queen calling them garage sales, but you not gonna say ish." Let me know how y'all feel about that. I don't really feel like that could be shade at JT. I thought she was going back and forth with the barbs. I don't understand how that could be shade at JT. It might just be me. I don't really feel like it was shade. And my whole thing is, JT and Nicki Minaj, do I think that they're best friends? No. But they're cool. They're in a good space. Okay? I don't really think that Nicki has any issues with JT. Now, if this was Ice Spice, no shade. I don't think Nicki fuck with Ice Spice like that. I don't care what nobody says. I don't think she fuck with Ice Spice like that at all. But I think that she fuck with JT. But I think a lot of fans want her to beef with every female rapper. Okay? I think they're hoping that Nicki Minaj falls out with JT so she won't have anybody on her side. Because no shade, Bia is not relevant. Nobody cares about Bia and Akbar V. But JT, she's making a lot of noise. So the more popular she gets, the more pressure she's going to get from the general public to have a falling out with Nicki Minaj because the general public pretends like they don't like Nicki. Yet they all went to the Pink Friday concert. I saw a lot of haters at the Pink Friday 2 concert. I was like, interesting. You don't like Nicki Minaj, but yet you're making a video saying how you didn't like the concert, yet you spent money at the concert. That's very weird. Okay, but anyway, let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.